really do believe you are so immersed in responsibility that you don't even know where to start. It's like you got so much going on, and instead of getting yourself organized or getting yourself into places that you know that you need to go, it's almost like, oh my gosh, I'd rather just like pull back and just not do any of it. And I also think that you're trying to force yourself into containers that are too strict for what your soul is asking you for. Now, I want to be clear, because this does not mean that you shouldn't be scheduling or planning or knowing what you're doing next and so on, but there is a message here that when you go to do that, what's happening is you're forcing yourself into these containers, and then it feels too restrictive for you and your energy, and so then you resist it. And so then when you resist it, then you resist any form of organization or any form of like feeling that, oh, okay, this could, I don't know, become something that could work for me rather than work against me. And so going back to all of like the responsibility or things that you hold and things that you have to do, it's almost like you're being asked to go to the responsibility, not literally, but like, let's say you're a parent, okay? And let's say you have a career. So it's like two different things. It's like, go to the energy of those things. I'm going to go to the energy of parenting as a mother or father, whatever is the identity there, okay? I am going to go to this energy and I'm going to say something like, okay, energy, what do I get from you? What do I feel from you? Do I feel good when I think about it? Do I want to resist it? Do I feel like I get triggered? Do I feel guilty? Do I feel shame? Do I feel like I don't even know what to do? Do I feel like out of control? Do I feel happy? Do I feel like a good leader? Do I feel expanded? Do I feel excited? And then you want to ask yourself, so what can I do now to make the energy feel lighter or feel more organized, right? Because I feel like that's really what this is. In the 3D world, it's showing up as organization. On a soul level, it's energetic reading, truly. Okay, you're reading the energy in front of you. Now, whether you're reading it correctly or not, it really doesn't matter, because your perception of how you're reading this situation, whatever it is, right? My example is parenting, but it doesn't have to be. Whatever this is, there's something there that is trying to communicate something to you. So then if you move over to career, same thing. What am I feeling? What am I experiencing? What causes me turmoil? What causes depletion? What can I do in my control to change what's going on here and here? Because both of those things as a whole are not in your control. You can't control how your children act. Whether you want to or not, you can't. You can ground them all day long, you can yell them all day long, but they're still human beings and they have free will, and they could say whatever they want, however they want, whenever they want. They could run where they want, they could do what they want, they can throw fits, they can be perfect princess angels. Okay, it doesn't matter. You can't control them. No matter how hard you try, you just can't. Can't control another human being no matter what you try to do. And if you're trying to do that, that's a whole nother conversation. Okay? But on this side of it, right, same thing. Career, you can't control your coworkers, you can't control your boss, you can't control your people, you can't control what's going on, you can't control your team, you can't control the circumstances, you can't control your money, you can't control the income, you can't control the lack of raise or the more raise, you can't control that. So what can you control? The way that you perceive it, the way that you come to it, the way you project it. And so you have to sit with it, you know? And the thing is that you would rather just complain about it or bitch about it or hide from it, avoid it. I don't know. But it's getting to the point where the universe is like, hey, like your soul is like, we got to do something different, because we can't keep living like this. This doesn't feel good. We're drained. We're depleted. This doesn't feel good. You know? And I think that you're also perceiving this quest as something that is going to be harder than it actually is. There's this fear of like, that feels really difficult. That feels really overwhelming. That feels like even more shit that I have to do. I have enough to do. I don't have time to sit and talk to energy, Holly. Okay, I hear you. But if you don't want change, then just don't do anything. And I don't know why you're watching this anymore. Like, I'm not trying to be a bitch, okay? I'm really not. I hope you can feel that. What I'm trying to do is help you. But I feel like your energy is kind of combative and resistant to help even. Not necessarily me, right? Like, you're just watching this. But I do feel like if the universe comes in and tries to give you some insight or clarity, or here's what you could do, here's what to do, right? In your own mind, it's almost like you don't listen to it. Or maybe somebody, happens to be on your page and they're giving advice and it's just like, oh, no, that won't work for me. Like you're just resistant to receiving help, but you want help, and it's very confusing. I think it's confusing for you too, because it's like, all parts of you are like, I want to be here, 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 but then all of these things here need your attention before you can get there, I feel like there's an important message here about letting yourself witness yourself in a new way, and letting yourself witness the way that you witness your life, the way you witness and perceive the world in front of you. Start paying attention to yourself, because it's much easier for humans to sit with themselves and say things like, well, they're an asshole, or they're not good leaders, or they don't know how to communicate, or they don't feel worthy of me, or whatever it is. It's very easy as humans to say these things. But at what point do we stop and say, okay, how do I take responsibility of what I'm feeling and what I'm experiencing, and how do I not avoid that responsibility and instead take it on and begin to find a journey of making my life more easy, more flow? You're someone who works in the urgent reality, the life of urgency. Maybe not all the time, maybe you're working on it, but urgency causes this. So if you're feeling like there's still areas of my life where I feel tense, or I feel like I'm not receiving, or I feel like I'm not getting, or it feels overwhelming, then maybe it's because you have urgency mixed in with the actions in that realm or in that domain of your life. So the biggest thing to top this message off, a quick little message for you, is be mindful. Slow down. Stop trying to force yourself to run away from things that are asking for your attention. And when you can honor the capacity or the energy of the thing at a whole, like at a category, like think about categories in your life, right? Parenting, career, money, relationships, friendships, family, yourself, right? These are all categories of your life. If you start to look at each and every one of them slowly, you don't have to do everything today, but pick one that's bothering you the most and ask, what is this asking of me? Is parenting asking me to slow down? Is it asking me to maybe create some individuality, right? It doesn't always mean that you're doing something bad. Maybe there's something there that could support you even more than where you already feel supported, and the wind is really picking up. And so to me, it feels like this will create the change, the winds of change in your life that will bring in different air and different feelings and different environments and conditions that become more aligned to what you really, really want to create. But you cannot create something new when you don't have an idea what's in front of you. Okay? Awareness and clarity always has to come before true change, and action becomes something that happens as an unfoldment. Clarity and awareness have to happen before change and action can unfold. You cannot take action if you don't have clarity or awareness of why you're taking action in the first place, or it's never going to stick. You'll never feel embodied in that. So to anchor and embody something new, you must understand and have awareness to why you're trying to find something new in the first place. You must see value in it more than the value of where you are. Okay? I love you. Thanks for stopping by at the checkpoint. It's been fun and real and fresh and cool. Okay? I love you. I'm going to go now. If you want to book a reading, you can. It's down there. And if not, just stay for the fun. Okay, bye-bye.